gonna tell you guys. Let me tell you guys a story. You guys want a story? Let me give you guys a story. All right. All right. Do you guys want a story? Yes. You do want a story? Why am I just getting a call? I do not know why. Okay. Anyway. Let me tell you guys a story. So there once. Okay. There once the year is like 1978, right? There is a kid, you know, he's a regular kid, you know, your run of the mill like kid that would be like the main character in one of these types of stories, you know. So you know, the year is like it's like sometime in the 1970s, right? This is a kid, probably about 15 to 16, right? And he finds this one of these days, right? He's just going home from school and everything, right? Lag, I'm gonna kill something, but you know what? That's okay. You guys can still hear me, right? You can still hear me through the lag? Right? You can still hear me through the lag? And that's all that matters, right? Right? And alright. Are we good? I think we're good. Hopefully. I do not know. Because my internet is not working. Okay, I'll just continue the story. So basically, you're right. Kid in the 1970s. On his way home from school one day, he finds a box. Now, this box was interesting. It had some symbols on it. I mean, it's just like you would think it's like an ornate kind of thing that like is used to hold like these like random stones, you know, that you would like find in like your grandmother's house or something. You know, you would open it up and you'd find like stones or rocks or whatever. This one had like a nice little lock on it, you know, and he was, you know, kind of confused about it. But I mean, if you find a locked box, right, you're gonna take it and you're gonna try to find out what's inside and everything, right? But the thing is, right, he didn't really have any methods of unlocking the box, right? His parents didn't let him go towards the tool chest or anything, so opening it up by brute force is, well, just not going to work. And obviously, there's no way that he can find the key because, well, it's just a random box now. The interesting thing is that he would just keep it right next to him on his little bedstand while he was going to sleep every single night. And, well, little by little, he started to notice just different things. You know, he would wake up, the box would be a little bit, you know, rotated sometimes, but he would just think, oh, I just probably put it like that before I fell asleep. You know, pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. Right, chat? Right? So, basically, right, he has this little lockbox. Doesn't think much of it. Then, one night, he goes to sleep, and then wakes up. Except, can't really move all too much. Now, he had known about sleep paralysis and everything, and he was aware of it, so he was just like, kind of like, oh, okay. You know, this is just one of those things where it kind of happens. So, he didn't really think much of it. Then he looked to his left, looked to his right, his eyes could still move and everything, and seemed to be okay. Didn't really think much of it. Then he woke up. Box was still there. So this continued to happen, though, more and more frequently. He would wake up, so to say, but not be able to move every single time. And he didn't think much of it because he had experienced sleep paralysis before in the past. Now, one night it was a little too hot, you know? It was a little too hot in his room, so he decided to sleep without his covers, you know, as you do. And that day, when he woke up and was in the state of sleep paralysis again, he always thought that it was because it was sleep paralysis was the reason why he was not able to move. But the real reason why he was not able to move is because there was an open box on his chest and chains around his wrists and legs. He was stuck there. Now, obviously, when you're chained down to a bed with an open box in front of you, you scream.
Hey, look at that high-waisted man. He got feminine
But
hips.
when he screamed, all that really came out was just a nice little music box melody. And he noticed the little ballerina in the box slowly spinning. Except it was no ballerina. It was him. The box was meant for him.